I'd like to ask you, Anton Mattli, what is the biggest risk?
Yeah, uh, obviously, as you mentioned, risk is everywhere. A lot of risks can be mitigated at least, right? And insurance obviously is a perfect tool for that. Some risks cannot be mitigated, and it brings me back to the financing side. And for our own investments, as well as for our clients, I would say the biggest risk is really that when you own a property, that you potentially lose that property even though it cash flows. And this is, we have seen it in 2008 and 2009. I know we get back to that time period, but doing market disruptions, you will have a situation potentially where you may not get financing as it would be available today. And if you get financing, it might be at terms that your NOI and cash flow cannot support. And this is, in my view, is really the biggest risk, that one is owning a property and one is in a financing situation and is not ready for that black swan event, during which one potentially would have to refinance or sell the property. So my solution and recommendation really is for that is make sure that you have a lower leverage or a longer term of the loan, so that you are not caught of needing to sell the property or refi the property, the loan that is in place doing such a black swan event, which essentially means is that one should always have at least 1 year, ideally 2 years of a remaining term on the loan left, to avoid such a black swan event, right? When we look back to 2008, 2009, if you had to refinance a property right during the worst period of time, it was not available for a lot of the borrowers. However, if one was able to wait it out for another year to 2 years, financing came back and they didn't lose the property. And that is, I would say, is probably my biggest fear, of from a risk perspective, but also something that can be resolved by just keeping the term of the loan out for long enough so that one gets not caught in the middle of such a black swan event.